Ancient Greek philosophy, known as Stoicism, places a strong emphasis on inner serenity, self-control, and resilience in the face of adversity. People who are stoic and speak less frequently have certain characteristics. Composure. Those who follow Stoic ideas are known for their composure. They remain steadfastly composed and confident in the face of turmoil or misfortune. Their steadfast faith in the ability of reason and reasoning to overcome obstacles in life accounts for their poise. They resist giving in to emotional swings and instead have a calm, collected manner that enables them to act with dignity and clarity in situations and make thoughtful decisions. Their poise isn't just a front. It's a true inner peace that they develop through self-control and mindfulness. They embody the Stoic concept of conquering oneself in the face of external events beyond one's control, inspiring confidence in others, and acting as steadfast anchors in difficult times. Thoughtfulness. Those who adhere to Stoic values are naturally thoughtful people. They use a thoughtful, deliberate approach to communication and decision-making. They consider their ideas and intentions carefully before speaking or acting, making sure that their words and deeds are consistent with their beliefs and ideals. Their methodical approach is a result of their dedication to leading a life of virtue and integrity, in which every choice is taken with an understanding of its possible outcomes. Being mindful in their interactions helps people form stronger bonds with each other because their words are meaningful and real. Furthermore, their consideration goes beyond social interactions to include larger facets of life, like moral conundrums and individual objectives. They work to develop a deliberate and thoughtful lifestyle based on moral clarity and wisdom via constant introspection and meditation. Listening skills. For those who follow the Stoic philosophy, listening is essential because they understand that comprehending others comes before speaking. Stoics are good listeners who are present and focused throughout talks. They place more value in listening to and understanding other people's viewpoints than they do in controlling conversations with their ideas and opinions. They can empathize with many points of view and learn important insights into the human experience thanks to active listening. Their humility and sincere desire to learn from others are the foundations of their listening abilities. They develop deep connections and mutual respect by appreciating the contributions of people around them. Furthermore, they may answer intelligently and effectively when they listen intently, which promotes harmonious communication and harmony in their relationships. Stoics appreciate the idea that knowledge may be found in both their thoughts and the wisdom imparted by others, and they practice this by engaging in active listening. By improving their listening abilities, people can broaden their perspective on the world and strengthen their bonds with others, emulating the Stoic virtue of wisdom. Endurance. For people who uphold Stoic beliefs, patience is a fundamental virtue since it allows them to face life's obstacles with composure and fortitude. Since many things in life are out of their control, Stoics practice patience as a way to gracefully accept and bear the uncertainty of these things. They can persevere in the face of difficulty when they have patience because they know that difficulties and setbacks are inevitable and transient parts of life. They tackle challenging problems with a calm and composed perspective, believing in their ability to persevere and adapt, instead of giving in to frustration or impatience. Furthermore, because Stoics emphasize accepting each moment as it develops without hurrying or yearning for the future, patience fosters a deeper appreciation for the current moment. They develop an inner sense of contentment and serenity, free from the tensions and demands of immediacy, by exercising patience. Essentially, patience is a deep virtue that enables people to face life's uncertainties with perseverance and calm, rather than just being able to wait. Stoics, by their patience, exemplify the timeless wisdom of accepting that which cannot be altered and finding courage in the face of difficulty. Control. For those who follow the Stoic philosophy, moderation serves as a compass since it promotes harmony and restraint in all facets of life. Stoics understand the value of staying away from extremes and instead pursue a moderate, restrained middle path. Those who practice moderation are thoughtful and moderate in both voice and deed, steering clear of excesses and extremes. They talk slowly, selecting their words wisely and avoiding superfluous phrases or exaggeration. They develop authenticity and clarity through speech moderation, which guarantees that their message is impactful and meaningful. Moderation encompasses many facets of life, including habits, emotions, and desires, and goes beyond speech. Stoics are aware that giving in to strong emotions or cravings can cause unhappiness and imbalance. As a result, they practice self-control and restraint, controlling their cravings and abstaining from excess. When it comes to emotions, Stoics also practice moderation since they aim to keep their composure and equilibrium even when faced with hardship. They develop emotional resilience and serenity and accept life's ups and downs with poise and grace, refusing to let their anger or despair consume them. Essentially, moderation is a guiding concept that encourages balance and harmony in speech, action, and thought. Stoics develop inner serenity and self-control by moderation, which equips them to lead moral lives filled with fulfillment. Self-examination. For those who follow Stoic ideals, self-reflection is essential since it promotes self-awareness, personal development, and values congruence. To develop wisdom and virtue, Stoics recognize the significance of critically analyzing their beliefs, deeds, and intentions. They participate in an ongoing process of introspection through self-reflection, honestly, and analyzing their thoughts, feelings, and actions. Using this self-examination, they can pinpoint their areas of weakness and develop a more profound comprehension of themselves. Furthermore, via introspection, Stoics can identify and confront damaging or illogical views, swapping them out for more constructive and reasonable viewpoints. They develop an open and curious attitude by challenging their preconceptions and prejudices, constantly working to improve their comprehension of both the outside world and themselves. For Stoics to make decisions that are consistent with their ideals and values, self-reflection is also essential. They can make decisions that are consistent with their long-term goals by taking the time to consider the possible outcomes of their decisions. In general, self-reflection is a fundamental activity for Stoics, allowing them to develop virtue, wisdom, and self-awareness. They want to live lives that are more real, purposeful, and honest by engaging in introspective investigation, which eventually results in a life that is meaningful and fulfilling. Flexibility. For those who uphold Stoic beliefs, adaptability is a crucial quality since it enables them to deal with the constantly shifting conditions of life with fortitude and composure. Stoics are aware of the world's inherent unpredictability and the value of accepting change rather than fighting it. By developing an accepting and flexible mindset, Stoic practitioners develop adaptability. They are flexible and adjust their plans and actions in reaction to events, never getting wedded to particular results or tight expectations. Furthermore, Stoics see problems as worthwhile chances to hone and fortify their resilience, and they welcome hardship as a chance for personal development. By developing an adaptable mindset, people can face challenges head-on with bravery and ingenuity, coming up with innovative ways to get over them. Keeping a sense of perspective and setting priorities for what matters in the face of life's ups and downs are other aspects of adaptability. While Stoics acknowledge that they have little control over outside events, they do have power over how they react to them. They can handle uncertainty with poise and calm by concentrating on what is under their control and letting go of what is not. To put it simply, those who practice Stoicism find that adaptation is a fundamental characteristic that helps them flourish in the face of hardship and change. Their ability to be adaptable, strong, and accepting allows them to face obstacles in life with bravery, discernment, and inner serenity. Tenacity. Those that exemplify Stoic values are characterized by resilience, which allows them to endure hardship, overcome failures, and come out stronger than before. Realizing that life is full of obstacles and adversity, Stoics practice resilience building as a way to face these difficulties head-on with bravery and strength. Recognizing that one always has power over how one responds to external circumstances, even though those circumstances may be out of one's control, is the foundation of resilience. This idea is embraced by Stoics, who concentrate their efforts and attention on the things they can control, rather than moping over the things they are unable to alter. Furthermore, Stoics see hardship as a chance for development and education. They confront obstacles with a Stoic acceptance of them, realizing that they are a normal part of the human experience, rather than allowing them to defeat them. They overcome adversity and grow wiser and more resilient as a result of their perseverance, learning from their mistakes. Resilience is also based on a profound sense of acceptance and inner serenity. Stoics are aware that although they will inevitably experience hardships in life, they are endowed with an innate resilience that will allow them to weather even the most trying situations. They develop an inner sense of calm and peace via building resilience, which equips them to face life's obstacles head-on with bravery and grace. For those who practice Stoicism, resilience is essentially a fundamental quality that allows them to endure hardship, get beyond barriers, and lead courageous, wise, and peaceful lives. Stoics show through their resilience that they can flourish in the face of difficulty and come out stronger and more resilient than before. Modesty. For those who aspire to Stoic ideals, humility is a fundamental virtue since it cultivates an attitude of transparency, introspection, and respect for others. Stoics are aware of the limitations of human understanding and the fact that progress and development are constant goals. Fundamentally, humility is the acceptance of one's own frailty and shortcomings. Stoics adopt a posture of learning and progress, acknowledging their own limits in order to promote humility. They approach life with a sense of humility, realizing that there is always more to discover and comprehend, as opposed to being motivated by ego or pride. Hubris also entails being open to hearing what others have to say and picking up tips from them. Stoics approach relationships with humility and respect because they recognize that wisdom can be gained from other people's viewpoints and experiences. By appreciating the efforts of others, they develop stronger bonds and promote respect and a sense of belonging. Moreover, humility entails an understanding of how all creatures are related to one another. Stoics approach life with a sense of reverence and wonder for the world around them because they recognize that they are but a little part of a greater totality. They develop empathy and a sense of interconnectivity by practicing humility and realizing the intrinsic value and dignity of all creatures. For those who practice Stoicism, humility is essentially a fundamental virtue that allows them to approach life with candor, awareness of themselves, and respect for others. Stoics live with integrity, sincerity, and grace, while fostering a feeling of community and deeper connections via humility. Appreciation. For those who follow Stoic ideas, gratitude is an essential virtue since it develops a keen awareness of the present and a feeling of fulfillment and contentment. Stoics approach each day with an attitude of appreciation, appreciating the abundance and beauty that surround them. They recognize that life is full of both rewards and hardships. Recognizing one's blessings and gifts is the fundamental component of thankfulness. By concentrating on what they have rather than dwelling on what they lack, Stoics learn to be grateful. They develop a feeling of fullness and contentment by adopting an attitude of gratitude, understanding that genuine happiness originates from inside rather than from outside events. Furthermore, acknowledging the interdependence of all things is a necessary component of thankfulness. Stoics approach life with awe and reverence for the universe around them, realizing that they are but a little part of a greater whole. They develop empathy and a sense of interconnectedness by practicing gratitude and realizing the intrinsic value and dignity of all living things. Moreover, thankfulness entails being open to accepting life's obstacles as chances for development and education. Adversity may be a driving force for human growth, and Stoics accept challenges with appreciation for the teachings they can impart. They develop resilience and courage by practicing thankfulness amid difficulty, which empowers them to tackle life's obstacles with dignity and fortitude. For those who practice Stoicism, gratitude is essentially a core virtue that allows them to approach life with a sense of appreciation, fulfillment, and contentment. By practicing thankfulness, Stoics develop a more meaningful, purposeful, and joyful life by strengthening their bonds with others, the world, and oneself. Bravery. For those who uphold Stoic ideals, courage is a crucial attribute because it enables them to face life's obstacles with fortitude, resiliency, and moral integrity. Stoics recognize that bravery is the desire to act despite fear, motivated by moral and rational ideas, rather than the absence of fear. Fundamentally, courage is the ability to face unpleasant realities and to stand up for what is right in the face of difficulty. By accepting the obstacles life throws at them and meeting them head-on with unwavering determination, Stoics develop courage. They behave bravely, guided by their principles and values, as opposed to being motivated by fear or self-interest. Furthermore, bravery entails a readiness to put up with discomfort and adversity to further a higher ideal. Stoics are aware that change and progress frequently necessitate venturing outside of one's comfort zone and meeting obstacles head-on with bravery and resolve. They develop resilience and fortitude by practicing courage, which helps them get over challenges and accomplish their objectives. Moreover, bravery entails a dedication to leading a real and honest life. Stoics recognize that genuine bravery entails staying loyal to oneself and defending one's convictions in the face of hostility or criticism. They may live honorably and with integrity when they develop bravery because it gives them a feeling of moral integrity and self-respect. For those who practice Stoicism, courage is essentially a core virtue that empowers them to face life's obstacles with fortitude, resiliency, and moral integrity. Stoics develop a sense of agency and empowerment through bravery, which enables them to live genuine, meaningful lives with dignity. Compassion. A characteristic that enhances the Stoic way of thinking is empathy, which enables people to comprehend and relate to others more deeply. While Stoicism frequently emphasizes inner strength and self-control, empathy allows people to identify and relate to the feelings and experiences of those around them. Fundamentally, empathy is the capacity to place oneself in the position of another and comprehend their thoughts, emotions, and experiences. Active listening, sincere interest in others, and an open-minded and heartfelt approach to encounters are all ways that Stoics develop empathy. Furthermore, empathy entails realizing how intertwined all living things are. Stoics recognize that we are all members of the human family, experiencing life's pleasures and hardships together. Through the development of empathy, they recognize the intrinsic value and dignity of every person and promote compassion and a sense of togetherness. Additionally, empathy is being prepared to lend a hand and be compassionate to people when they need it. Stoics approach relationships with kindness and compassion because they recognize that true power comes from connections with people rather than from isolation. They build stronger bonds and make the world a more compassionate and caring place by practicing empathy. For those who practice Stoicism, empathy is essentially a fundamental virtue that allows them to relate to others in a genuine, compassionate, and understanding way. Stoics develop a feeling of community and interconnectedness via empathy,